Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm a spirit channeler and oracle card reader who channels both light and shadow energies in my readings, which means if you're easily triggered, please find yourself another reader. For those of you who still remain, today's reading will be on the topic of what can I expect for the next 7 to 10 days. This is the next 7 to 10 days from the time you are viewing the video, not from the time that I post it. So it's basically a prediction video for your next week to week and a half ahead. So you have 4 piles to choose from left to right, pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pause the video if you need some more time to choose your pile, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, pal number 1. Welcome to your reading. So what can you expect for the next 7 to 10 days from now? Basically, you guys are going to be going into a type of hermit mode in a meditative place. I feel like you guys are going to be thinking a lot about something that is weighing heavily on your mind. You're going to weigh your options and come to some sort of conclusion. There's definitely a lot of meditation that's going to be happening within the next week and week and a half. You're going to be going inward, weighing your options, thinking of different outcomes, thinking about what you want to do with your future and with your life and what you want to do in regards to this situation. Looking at different options and making a plan and making a firm decision on it. There is something that you guys have been going back and forth between for the last, I guess, couple of weeks or maybe couple of months. Now, this is coming off to me as work related or relationship related or home related. I'm picking up home, work, or business and finances, and romantic relationship. But there is nothing in this reading that is very precise with regards to pinpointing exactly what it is. And I'm taking that as to mean that it is varying for the people watching this reading because this is a general reading. So when that happens, I know that this is a reading that's going to be much more general. You're going to make a decision the next week, week and a half, and you're going to take steps towards fulfilling this new endeavor, this new decision. Some of you, this actually means that you're going to move away from your current romantic partner. For others of you, this means that you're going to move in with your current romantic partner. Some of you are going to take up a new business opportunity. Some of you are going to put in an application or an offer on a new home or a new apartment. So some of you guys have maybe 2 or 3 different homes that you have been looking at and you haven't been able to decide which one you want to purchase or which city you want to move to or which company you want to work for. And you're going to be making that decision within the next week to a week and a half. Some of you guys are going to receive some news or some bits of information that's going to solidify your decision and going to make it easier for you to actually make this decision, because previously I feel like a lot of things were kind of up in the air as you were trying to figure out where you wanted to go or what you should actually do. There were just a few bits and pieces or a few bits of information that was left out and that was not solidified and not determined as of yet, and everything will become clearer this next week and a half. You're going to be making the decision to do what's best for you with this protection card here. In the past, I feel like you were weighing maybe other people's opinions or what other people think that you should do or what society thinks that you should do or what would be the best in theory, on paper. But after this period of contemplation, you're going to decide which option for you is actually the best for you and not for anyone else. And with this action card right next to it, you're going to be taking that action. And I feel like it's something that is going to give you a little bit of hesitation, because we have this protection card here and this faith card here. So I feel like even though you do know that it's the best decision for you and the best thing that you should do, there's a little bit of an uncertainty about the future. You know that it's going to work out well in the end, and I'm telling you that it actually will, because we have the Nine of Cups and we have the Four of Wands here. So definitely it's going to work out in the end. And I do believe that you know this, which is why you're not going to hesitate with taking this action with the action card and the Two of Wands. But there's just a little bit of uncertainty that you're still going to have, because it's going to take you out of your comfort zone. It's going to be something different than you've done before. So some of you, I really see you moving in with a partner that you've been seeing for however long you've been seeing them, and you're hesitant about whether or not you should give up your own space and your own independence and actually merge your life with this person. So really, that's all I'm seeing for your next week, week and a half. It's really straightforward. There's nothing complicated in it. Most of your mental energy and your focus is going to be upon making this decision. And when you finally do make this decision, all of your focus will be on taking the steps that you need in order to follow through on it. So I do see a lot of you guys moving, a lot of you guys accepting job offers, or putting in applications or offers on homes, or telling someone who has been waiting on a response from you that yes, you will do this thing, or no, you will not do this thing. But I feel like for most of you guys, you're going to be saying yes to someone about something, and you're going to merge with them or come into a partnership with them in some sort of way. And then you're going to be taking actions towards making this a reality. Okay, so I hope that helped you. Those are your messages. Let me know if it helped you, and I will see you in my next reading. Hello, pal 2. Welcome to your reading. So what's going on with you for the next 7 to 10 days? What is coming? This reading is pretty straightforward. It should be rather quick. This is very reminiscent of a reading I did for the month of January for one of the groups. So if you watched that reading and you picked that group that I'm talking about, you're just going to resonate with this reading completely, and you're going to know what I'm talking about. So essentially, you're going to make a decision that you are tired of dealing with some romantic partner's bullshit. You have the Patience card twice from 2 separate decks. This one actually technically did come out in reverse, but since there are no reversals for this deck, I do not put them that way. But basically, you're losing patience. So the next 7 to 10 days, you're going to say, again, with this 4 of Pentacles in reverse here, you're losing patience. You're going to let someone know with this Knight of Wands that you are tired with their back and forth energy, and you're tired with the back and forth energy of your relationship. With this 8 of Wands and the Renewal, also known as the Judgment card right next to it, there's definitely energy here of someone texting you and then leaving you on red and going cold, and then texting you a week later and saying what's up, and then leaving you on red and going cold and ghosting you again, and then coming back up a couple weeks later or a couple days later and saying what's up, or taking like a couple days to respond to your text messages. Or every time you say, hey, let's hang out, they say, yeah, they make plans for the weekends, and then something always comes up. This person is really good with their words. They might be an air sign or a fire sign I'm picking up heavily, but they can be any sign, but they have that very airy and fiery energy where they're just kind of unstable and their mind is all over the place. So you're just going to have enough with this person. You're going to be at peace with your decision, definitely, because I really feel like this person has really tested your patience, again, with the 2 Patience cards, and we have this 9 of Swords here. So you're tired of being in this energy where this person and this Lover's card and this caring connections in reverse has been maybe keeping you up at night. Maybe they're texting you at nighttime when they want to get it in, you know. and then they just forget about you after they get what they want, and then they go about their business, and then you're just like a hookup to them. There's just some issue that you're having in this relationship, and I really feel like it has something to do with this person's flighty and non-committal nature, and you're just going to have enough of it, and you're just going to break up with them and just block them and just forget about them and move on. So yeah, those are your messages. That's what's coming for you in the next 7 to 10 days. It's really short, but it's really straightforward. You've had enough of this person. This group is really, really straightforward. So let me know if that resonated, and I will see you in your next reading. Hello, pal number 3. Welcome to your reading. So what can you expect for the next 7 to 10 days from now? You are very soon going to receive some sort of information or some sort of communication about something to do with your finances, I believe, or your schooling or your career. It could also be a home for some of you, but it's something materialistic or in terms of finance or career or job or money, something along those lines. So you may have already received this communication, but the thing is, you will be, or you already are, if you granted whether or not you've already received this communication, are going to be going back and forth with whether or not you want to follow through on this opportunity or take this person's offer or advice. The thing is, you're going to be fighting internally, basically between your emotions and your lower egoic mind and your higher self, your higher mind, and your more calm emotional state where you can think clearly, a more logical state. Because there's something about this opportunity or this offer, this piece of information that is making you wary, and you feel like it might not work out in the end. Basically because you've had a lot of experiences in the past where similar offers have not worked out in the end, or they've been too good to be true. So you're kind of catastrophizing whether or not this is going to work out in the end. You feel like it won't. So this bit of information is going to lead to some sort of abundance or some great opportunity in the future. It might be some investment opportunity. It might be a new job, might be a new piece of property that someone's asking you to invest in or buy, or maybe a new business prospect. Maybe someone's asking you to invest in their business idea. It's going to work out in the end with this Ace of Pentacles here being upright. But with this Ace of Cups in reverse right next to it, it's going to cause you some form of anxiety at the beginning. So you're probably going to have to cough up some sort of money maybe at the beginning that you're going to be uncomfortable with coughing over because you're uncertain. But in the end, I do see you taking the plunge and going for it with this Emperor card. And with this, of course, with this acceptance card here as well, you're going to decide that you want to practice more self-love with this card here. And you're going to realize that this person who's giving you this information, or just this bit of information in and of itself, is actually for your higher good. And thus, you will decide that you should follow through on it, accept it, and you're going to accept the fact that it is for your highest good, and it is in your own best interest to take it seriously and to trust it. So there's going to be a little bit of up and down happening in the next week and a half with your emotions. We have the Extremes card, balance right next to it, and again the Ace of Cups in reverse, like I said. So you're going to be going back and forth. Mentally, it's just going to be a little bit of a tug of war. But in the end, I do see you going for it, but there is going to be a bit of a delay with this third chakra in reverse and the Garden and the Gate upright. It's going to be a little bit of a delay as you mull it over in your head, as you continue to catastrophize a bit, be a bit pessimistic over it. Maybe you need to ask more questions, do a bit more research. In the end, you're going to realize that actually this is a gift from the universe, and this is something that an offer that you should take up, and you're going to do that. You're going to take up this offer, you're going to go with it. And in the end, I do see it working out. So that's going to be your main focus over the next week to week and a half. So those are your messages. I hope that helped you. Let me know if it resonated, and I will see you in my next reading. Hello, pal number 4. Welcome to your reading. So what is coming for you guys in the next 7 to 10 days? This is a little dramatic, but it's for the best, and it's actually really, really good. Basically, there's a huge growth spurt that is going to be happening in the next 7 to 10 days for you guys. You're going to be leaving something behind. You're going to be walking away from something in order to move towards your destiny and towards something that's much more fulfilling. Right away, when I was looking at this, I picked up someone who is leaving behind their old friends or family members who are just always arguing, maybe always talking down to them, always criticizing them or telling them what they can and cannot do. And then they're just putting their foot down finally and saying that's enough, even if they have to move out of the house, even if they have to cut or reduce communication with these people. I really see most of you guys cutting or limiting contact with a group of friends, or maybe one, it could be one, or a family member who you usually are really close with. They're really are a big part of your life, but their constant nagging or criticism or rudeness or just unacceptable behavior is just not going to be tolerated by you anymore. And you're going to decide that your peace of mind and your own fulfillment is worth more than maintaining this relationship with this person. Some of you, this could be a situation that you're leaving behind. It could be maybe a bad job, that it's just a tumultuous environment or a toxic environment. It could be an old apartment with roommates or something like that. It could be some sort of situation that you're just going to move away from and cut completely or reduce in order to have some more peace of mind. You're going to be going after something that is more fulfilling with this Page of Cups here, next to the Four of Swords, and then next to the World. Definitely, I do see some sort of movement. Now, this could be an energetic shift, but I feel like it's going towards something tangible and also energetic and emotional. So it's a new fulfillment, but I feel like there's something tangible attached to it, like maybe a new place where you live, a new group of friends, a new career, a new job, a new major in school that you just like better than your old one, a new just something, or a new hobby. Maybe it could be something as simple as some of you guys are musicians and maybe your parents forced you to take up piano. You always wanted to play the violin or the guitar, and you're just saying, F this, I'm done with this, and now you're just going to go do what you actually want to do. Like, there's something about just cutting something off and doing what you actually want to do that actually brings you fulfillment, something that you actually like, and having to take off a mask or having to just remove other people's expectations from you. And this is very specific. Like, this is coming off very heavy as like a group of friends who are just always peer pressuring you to act a certain way, and you're just like, listen guys, we've been friends since elementary school or since high school or since college days. It's been great, but now I'm this age, I've moved on, I've grown up, we no longer click anymore, and I'm just tired of this toxic environment or these fights or these arguments or just always being bullied by you guys every time we hang out. Similarly, if it's the family members or your parents who are always just talking down to you and just being rude, you're just going to say, listen, I'm an adult now, you can't speak to me like this anymore, like I'm a teenager. So maybe you guys are going to start looking for your own place if you still live with them, because I do see a physical movement, but also it could just be like, you know, listen, you're not going to come to my birthday celebration, or you're not going to come to this get together, or I'm not going to come to your get together or your celebration, or you're just going to just cut or reduce your interactions with them. So definitely a lot of inner growth. You're coming into your own person. You're going your own way with this Fool card here, and you're done with fighting with people with the Seven of Wands. You guys actually got 2 extra tarot cards that really flew out and wanted to come out. You got 2 more than all of the other groups. So definitely a reduction in the fighting or the antagonistic energies or toxic energies that other people or a situation has been bringing to you. You're just going to say enough is enough, and you're just going to move away from it energetically and move towards something that is much more fulfilling to you, something that you enjoy much more, something that brings you much less anxiety, less stress, and that's much more fulfilling and makes you more content, more happy. And even if that means you have to be alone for a while, I do see some of you guys going off by yourself and later on finding a new group of friends or a new group of people to hang out with or to share this new passion. Or it's not a new passion, sorry, it's an old passion that you've always had, but you've had to hide it or put it on the back burner because of something that was taking up your time. So you're just going to end that or reduce that thing that has been taking up your time and say, listen, I'm not getting any younger. I'm going to do this. I want to do this. I've been wanting to do this for so long. I'm going to do it. Okay, so those are your messages. I hope that helped you. Let me know if it resonated, and I will see you in my next reading.